Today I'm gonna do a spring reset. Hello and welcome to my channel and to another video. So today I'm gonna do a spring reset and I am very excited because I want this to be like a monthly reset. But obviously, it's springtime, and I feel when spring starts, it always calls for a reset, cleaning, and all that. And I'm very excited because honestly, I love doing monthly resets, even though I haven't been doing them for the past month. I think the last monthly reset that I did was in the beginning of November, was a November monthly reset. And honestly, I really miss them because usually I do things that I have been avoiding. I clean, I tidy up, and for me, one of the most parts, I look back at my goals for the year and I see what I can do this month, or in this case during spring, to try to reach those goals until the end of the year. So I'm very excited. This is what we're gonna do. I'm not gonna do much of a tidy up here in my bedroom because we already cleaned it during the weekend, but I really need to do something, and it is to change the wardrobe in terms of swap my winter clothes for my spring summer ones. I'm not going to bring all my summer clothes and I'm not going to take all my winter clothes because we are still in that time that the weather is strange, sometimes very sunny, very hot. We had some days that it seemed that it was already summer, and some days after it was raining, so I can take my boots from here, but at the same time, I have a lot of winter clothes that I know I'm not going to wear. So mostly what I'm gonna do I'm going to take all the puffer jackets that I'm definitely not going to use anymore. They are too hot for this time, and I'm going to take all my sweaters that has turtleneck and things like this that are too winter for now, but I'm still going to keep some jackets that in some days they are good to wear at night, and also some sweaters that are a little bit warmer. And I'm going to bring all my shirts that are perfect for this weather. Just wear a shirt right now, it is great. So let's start this spring reset. I'm going to take right now these downstairs and put already in the drawers. These I will not take already downstairs because I will bring all my shirts and some lighter jackets that I have in bags, and in this way I bring them and I can switch immediately, because if I take these downstairs I know I'm going to think I will deal with this later and I will put later in the bags, and I know that won't happen later. I know it will take me probably a month to deal with this, and every single day during a month I'm going to think I need to deal with this, and I don't deal with this. That's my problem. If I don't do right away what I think about doing, it just takes me so long in doing everything. It's a pretty annoying habit that I should work on during this year, that I'm not working on. think not that bag. That bag, it is with my boyfriend winter jackets. I'm really confused. Why am I bring that? I look at it, I think I thought it was other thing. My brain, it is not working 100% right now. Every time I make a video about swapping my wardrobe, decluttering, and all this, I just get to a point that, honestly, if I was not recording right now, I will just leave everything in here and I will do other things. Because even though I love organizing, and honestly I do, when I start seeing the pile of clothes that I have in front of me, I just feel so tired. And I just think to myself, I don't want to deal with this anymore. But that's not an option. Thankfully, I'm recording the video because in this way, I do not procrastinate as much as I would love to. It's not that I love procrastinating, I don't love, but I do that a lot. So if you ever saw any of my vlogs and you see me recording something and you think to yourself, why is she recording this? This is not that interesting. Just so you know, sometimes I record myself doing something because I don't want to do that. However, if I think to myself that, oh, I need to record this is for the video, I don't procrastinate as much. Usually I do that faster. It doesn't mean that I'm going to do that right away. However, it's faster. So I think I'm going to start by taking the jackets from here and putting all these jackets in here. And then after this, I'm going to deal with that. I also noticed that I forgot to take my winter pajamas that I have in there in my wardrobe. So I'm going to do that. Plus, another thing that I would love to do today before going to work was to tidy up my wardrobe. I don't know if you could clearly see, but as per usual, my wardrobe, it always has like a lot of stuff. When I have something and I don't know what to do with that, I throw it in my wardrobe. Because in this way I just can close my doors and don't see the mess, which works for a while because I don't see it. However, it really annoys me every time I open the wardrobe. So today, before going to work, I would love to do that. I already swapped all my clothes. That's done. The only thing that I still need to do, it is my PJs. I need to take the winter ones to be able to put the ones that are more spring, summer. And right now, what I really want to do, it is to take my winter shoes, the ones that I know I'm not going to wear. So I'm just going to leave. Let's ignore this pile of clothes that I have to tie up and organize. I was needing some summer clothes during the last week because it's been really hot. So I put them here because I didn't have space in drawers and I need to organize them. But we are going to ignore it right now. I'm just going to take all my boots except one of them. I'm going to put here my shoes. I'm not going to put here already all my sandals because I think it makes no sense. Even though the weather has been pretty good and it's warmer, it is more sunny, it's not still enough to wear sandals. So I'm just going to take all my shoes from here because it's been annoying me this last week having here so much shoes that I'm not able to wear right now. I feel that every time I try to do something quick, because I only have 10 more minutes and then I have to get ready to leave the house, is when everything goes wrong. I was putting my camera up and there are already some screws that are missing my camera in the monitor part, and the last screw just fell and I spent the last 5-10 minutes looking for the screw on the floor because it's micro. It is very, very, very small. Looking for it on the floor, trying to find it, then put it again. When you are in a rush is when everything goes wrong. As I told you, and to finish this part of the wardrobe and all this, so tomorrow I can start the part of cleaning and then see my goals for this year and what I want to do these months. I'm just going to try to organize as much as possible this part of the wardrobe. It's very messy. First of all, I'm going to take the pillows from here. Pillows. It is pretty messy in here. So I'm going to take everything that it is in here and I'm going to put in a bag and take it downstairs, because honestly most of it are jackets that I can't use right now or like beanies. So I'm going to take everything that I have in here and I really don't want to deal with this right now, and hopefully during the weekend I'm gonna deal with this. I just want to have my wardrobe completely organized today and don't be embarrassed every time I open my wardrobe. This shouldn't be here. I took everything from there, but at least like it's organized. I can finally put my pillows. The last thing I'm going to do here in my bedroom, it is to change the sheets, and most important, to change this cover. Like I love this cover and I love using this cover during winter, mainly because this one, it is the warmest that I have. However, this color is not giving spring vibe, and I have a very colorful cover that I love and I know it's perfect for spring, and I want to bring a more colorful mood for here to this bedroom. So we are going to do that. I'm going to change the sheets and change this, and I'm so happy. Plus I feel that the other cover is not as warm as this one and it's getting like too hot, too warm for this cover. I have to tell you, today is not my day. First of all, like, I don't know if you can see, but the door from that just fell, plus the screws of my camera that attach like the monitor so I can move it, fell on the floor, and I had to order some screws from Amazon and hopefully arrives tomorrow so then I can use my camera. Right now I cannot see what I'm recording, so I hope everything is alright. Plus it's very annoying because I'm not going to be able to record anything else today. After recording this, I really need to take something for the allergies, and I want to review my goals for 2026 with you, see what I have been doing, what else I need to do, and review the goals because I feel that sometimes we forgot about some goals that we would love to accomplish. At least that happens to me. I know I have workout goals, I know I have reading goals and financial. That's something that I have never done before, like financial goals. So in that category, I put something that I would like to learn about, some podcasts that I would love to listen, or for example, learn more about investment and start doing it to try, or it can be save a certain amount of money to do this or that. I'm not going to talk much about my financial goals because I think that's something very personal, but it's something that I decided to do this year. But as I was saying before, I know there are some goals in here that I probably don't remember that I write. So I want to check with you what are those goals. The first goal of the list, it is related to books, and it is reading 15 books. Until now, I read 5 books. And those 5 books are the Akutar series that I read in February. After that, I haven't read any more books, and that's definitely something that I need to work on. I love when reading it is part of my routine, or when I wake up or when I go to bed. And being honest with you, after that storm, depression, whatever that was, and that stressful week, I feel that all my morning routine and night routine just disappear, and I've been trying to work on again on my morning routine and night routine, but I feel that it is always a very slow process to create a good morning routine. But then losing those habits and that routine that to create, like, it can happen so fast. So working on my morning and night routine is something that I'm going to add to my 2026 goals. Another goal that I have, it is put IT videos on YouTube that aren't going well right now. I only put 7. We have to work on that. I stopped uploading for 3 months, and now I definitely need to change that and start uploading again at least once a week. Another goal that I have been working on, it is to work out. Let's see the other goals that I don't remember that I have. I have here do pottery again. I haven't started that goal yet, and I haven't done anything related to it, and that's something that I need to change. I love doing pottery. I have a pottery wheel that my boyfriend bought me for my birthday last year, and I haven't used it yet. And every time that I remember about it, I think, oh, I will do that next week. And then when the next week comes, I think I will do that next week. And it's been already almost a year and I haven't done anything related to pottery, and I really like this hobby. I think doing pottery is very fun. So I definitely need to work on that, and I'm going to put this on top of my list. So when I open this note, that's one of the first things that I see. I have here a goal that is put 30 things on Vinted to sell. And I put this goal on here because I have a box with things that I don't wear and are in good condition and I could sell. And I think for a year I have been saying I'm going to put this on Vinted. I haven't done that yet. So this is another thing I'm going to put on top of my list, and I really need to work on that. It's not something that it takes too much time. It's something that I just have to decide to do it. Maybe during this month I will decide to do it. Maybe I will vlog this process. So like vlogging, it is an excuse to make me do this part of taking photos of things and putting on Vinted. I have a goal in here that it is reduce my screen time to 3 hours. I never knew how much my screen time was before I had an iPhone. Honestly, it's something that I never checked. But here in the iPhone, when you swipe left, I think that automatically appears and is there. And that's when I start to notice how bad my screen time is. Let me just check. Okay, today until now I have spent 5 hours on my phone. 2 of them was on YouTube, so that doesn't count. I spent 40 minutes on TikTok. I think it's not that bad since it is already the afternoon and now I'm going to work and I'm not going to spend any time on TikTok. I have here that I also spend 30 minutes playing on my phone. And also today I spent 30 minutes looking at the photos because I really need to clean my phone and I start doing that today. So in terms of screen time of today, I don't feel that it is really bad because most of the time I spent on my phone, I was like organizing, tidying up all the photos and deleting. So I was doing that, which it is helpful. However, I still need to work on my screen time and definitely reduce it. Sometimes I open my phone to do something that I need, and when I notice I'm on TikTok, my camera stopped recording and I didn't know when it stopped because I'm not being able to see the screen of my camera. So I hope it recorded the most important part. I think until now I have been doing a good job working on my goals, but definitely there are some things that I forgot that I put on my goals of 2026 and are things that I still want to accomplish. And that's why I love reviewing these goals monthly, because if you only write them in January and if you only check them in December, there are always things that you're going to forget probably, and there are other goals that you probably wanted to add. And I feel that this list is not something that you write in January and you cannot add or delete something. I think you can always change. I think there are some goals that in January probably make sense, but maybe after a few months they stop making sense. So I think this list is something that you can always change. You can add something, can delete something. And I think that's the best part about reviewing the goals. It is, first of all, make sure that you are doing it. And second, think about what are your priorities, what you want to do during the year, what you want to do during that month. And I really love doing this. I think I told you in the last clip that I was having some issue with my camera, but it was easily fixed. And today I want to finish this spring reset by cleaning. I'm going to start here in the kitchen. I already start to cook. I have 1 hour till lunchtime and I want to make sure that I'm sorry, I just noticed my cats are in here. They look so cute. So now I'm going to clean all this kitchen. I'm just going to give like a little bit of fresh reset. I'm not going to deep clean, but I just want this to look clean, organized. I had thought about cleaning the bathroom after lunch. However, I'm really not in a mood to clean the bathroom. Plus, like, the bathroom is not that dirty. It is actually fine. So there was a change of plans. I definitely need to take care of this pile of clothes. I just want to say that this pile of clothes seems bigger than actually is, because the basket is empty. I took all the clothes from the basket to here so I can see everything, and it's easier for me to put in the washing machine. This is going to be the final thing that I'm gonna do in this spring reset. So I'm gonna finish my video here. I really hope you enjoyed, and if you did, please subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video.